Robin left.
We saw last year with Rax, after kind of a tough season, he started to find his game towards the end of the season. I wonder if you see or hope you're seeing something similar from Tristan in terms of responding to that in-season adversity and maybe finding something to build on?
Well, I mean, without a doubt, you know, the last 3 games are 3 of the best games Jars has played all year for us. You know, he's just ultra competitive in there. He's battling on pucks. You know, at the end of the day, when you look at our last 3 games, you know, he's the main difference in all 3 of them. You know, he's made timely saves for us. He's competing hard in there. You know, we didn't have the best first period tonight, and he was rock solid in there. That gives us a chance to find our game. You know, the second and third period I thought we were better, but the first period we didn't have the legs, the energy, whatever it was. We were late we were late on pucks all over the rink, and he made some big saves for us, allowed our guys an opportunity to find it. And I think when he's at his best, that's what he's capable of doing. So, you know, he's, as I said to you guys a couple of games ago, I think, you know, Jars plays to his capability. He's a legitimate NHL goaltender. You know, he's big. There isn't a lot of net, you know, when he's playing to his capability, and you can just see it from the bench. You know, he's at the top of the blue paint. He's tracking pucks. His rebound control is great. You know, his next effort play on, you know, he's never given up on a puck. And I think when he's engaged like that, he's an excellent goalie. He gives us a chance to win. He did it again tonight for us. So we're real hopeful that you know, that he's finding his game here. It certainly looks that way in the first 3 games that he's played.
It's sort of a 2-part question about Dewar and Timmins. Just first of all, what did you like about their goals today? What did they do well to put themselves in position to score those? And the defining attributes, traits of their games that you thought you were getting in these guys. Right? Are you seeing what you guys thought you were getting in those 2 since they've been here?
Yeah, so Connor Dewar brings a ton of energy, has a hardness to his game, has an honesty to his game, competes hard, has some physicality, plays with an edge, goes to the net, and you know, that came to the forefront. The goal he scored today. He drives the back post. It was a hell of a play by Lizzo. You know, if I'm not mistaken, Cookie's his challenge in the middle with a middle drive, which backs the D off, which opens up the seam. So, you know, there was a lot of good things on that goal. But from Connor Dewar's standpoint, I think that was the player that we hoped we were getting, and we certainly have seen that. He also helps us on the penalty kill. Connor Timmins, I think. We really have liked what we've seen to this point. He's a smart player. He's also a big body. You know, he's solid. He's thick. So he's got a heaviness to him in our net front, in the battle areas. But I think he's got an offensive dimension to his game. That certainly came to the forefront tonight. That goal he scored is a goal scorer's goal. It was a terrific shot. So based on what we've seen so far, and you know, when Kyle spoke to us about these 2 guys and what we thought we were getting, they've certainly brought that.
Seth, right, circle back to Connor Dewar, the line he's on there with Dole and Blake, they almost have 2 goals tonight, including Ryan's goal. Just, there's only been a little bit here, but what have you gotten, I guess, out of that line, that trio, what did they do together?
I thought they were real good tonight. You know, they play with a ton of energy. You know, they're a line that has a sound defensive conscience. You know, we put them in a lot of D-zone starts. They got to win face-offs. If they don't win them, they got to defend. We put them out against other teams' top lines, and that's part of the role that they play for this group and helping us win. And they know it, and they pride themselves on it. So I think Connor Dewar adds to those other 2 guys, just with the hardness that he brings, the honesty that he brings. And so, you know, then when they chip in offensively like they do, that's a huge bonus for us. You know, it's hard to rely on the same guys every night to score offensively. So when you get contributions to the lineup, it certainly helps you win, you know, string a few wins together. And certainly those guys were a huge part of it tonight.
Two more, Justin, on the right.
Mike, just quickly, any initial assessment on the PK and how it performed today?
Not very good.
Okay. Jeff, on the left.
That's probably obvious. I mean, we give up 2 goals on 2 kills, right? We weren't very good. You know, there was no real attention to detail. The looks they got were grade A looks. You know, the second one was, they break a stick off the face-off, it's 4-on-4. And we were late to recognize it. We should have recognized it and pressured. It's man-on-man at that point, right? When you recognize that, you know, they break a stick, they go on the bench. We had an opportunity to squelch it and get it down the ice, and we didn't get it done. So we got to be better.
Jeff.
Mike, what makes Raquel such an effective goal scorer?
Well, I just think he obviously has a knack. You know, he has got a deceptive shot. He has the ability to change his angle. He's got a real deceptive release. He's brave. He's willing to go to the battle areas. He can play in tight space. He can get a shot off in tight space. He doesn't need a lot of separation. He's just a smart player. And, you know, I think what's impressed me about Rax this year is his ability to sustain the level of play that he's been able to do virtually all year long. You know, he came into camp in great shape, and I think that fitness level that he came into camp in has allowed him to sustain the level of play that he's had. And, you know, I think he's playing with a lot of confidence, obviously, at this point. When you score some goals, it certainly helps, but he just has good offensive instincts. He's a heck of a player.